Hey guys, this is Mr. H. I just wanted to do another question. I'm going to do question number 4. I'm hoping and I'm hopeful that most of you won't need this video, but if you do, then you do. Basically, what we have here, let me bring it up, is they give us a relation, R, and they give us some points, a -4, 2. They give us 3, 6. They give us x, 8, and then they give us a -1, 4. And what they want to know is which value of x, which input would make this relation a function, and by but they're also asking which one of these would not make it a function. So this should be, if you remember the functions. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a mapping diagram, and then we're just going to look at it and see which one of these would make a function. So that's 1, that's 2. This is the inputs. These are the outputs. So we got a -4, we got 3, we got x, and we got a -1. And over here we have 2, we have 6, we have 8, and we have 4. So what they're saying is if we put in a -4 for x, if we put in a -4, so I'm going to leave this blank. If we put in a -4, we wouldn't write a -4 here because we've already got a -4 here. So what we would do is instead we would draw arrows. So this would have one arrow. Let me see if I can make those go further like this. That's 1. 3, 6 goes like this. And then a -1, 4 goes like this, right? And now what they're saying is if we put in one of those inputs would it still be a function? Because right now, we don't know until we use the input. So if we chose a -4, this would have 2 arrows, and the other arrow would go down to 8. And that wouldn't be a function because one input would have 2 outputs, and that's not what a function is. And a function takes one input and assigns it to one and only one output. So that wouldn't work. So we know that one doesn't work. Now we're going to try -1. -1 is going to have the same thing, the same problem. We got one input that has 2 arrows or 2 outputs, and that's not right. So we get rid of that. Then we do 3, and 3 suffers the same fate. It has 2 arrows coming from the 3, so that doesn't work. So we can cross both of those out. And then so 0, if we put 0 in here, then the 0 would go to the 8, and that would be perfect because every input would have only one arrow coming out of it or only one output. So that's what you should see. So the answer for this one is 4, and we're done.